reaffirming his commitment to education and celebrating the Eagles.
Governor Tom Wolf delivered his fourth budget address this week in the midst of re-election campaign. What's inside the new spending plan? And the last day to vote for register to vote, for the 18th Congressional District special election is just right around the corner. How quickly you'll need to sign up.
Live from the Point Park University Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh, this is Point News.
Good afternoon, I'm Wyatt Cree.
And I'm Kimberly Keggy. During Tuesday's budget address, Governor Tom Wolf announced a boost spending about 3%, focusing more on public education and renewing battles with Republican lawmakers over imposing a Marcellus Shale natural gas tax and increasing the minimum wage. But Governor Wolf also congratulated the Philadelphia Eagles on their Super Bowl win, announcing during the speech that Pennsylvania now has 7 Super Bowl rings. Of course, 6 of those belong to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
As for the budget, it's now headed to the legislature. No word on a timeline for when lawmakers will take it up.
The last day to register to vote for the 18th Congressional District special election is on February 12, 2018. The last day to apply for an absentee ballot is on March 9th. You can register to vote online, in person, or by mail. The 18th District includes parts of Greene County, Washington County, Allegheny County, and Westmoreland County. A list of the participating pre-Nikowitz is available on the Allegheny County website. The special election is set for March 13th, where the polls will be open from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m.
The United States Supreme Court announced Monday that it will allow the redrawing of congressional district lines in Pennsylvania. According to the court docket, Justice Samuel Alito rejected the attempt by Republican legislative leaders preventing a revision to the state's congressional map. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court says it expects the new districts to be in place by February 19th. Now, do you wonder what is truly going on with these potholes and how we can contribute to getting them fixed? Jess Paterchak now has the story.
Pittsburgh area, potholes are a constant hazard with Pittsburghers during their daily commutes. Now, with this being said, the city of Pittsburgh is initiating a, quote, pothole blitz right here in the city of Pittsburgh. Now, according to TRIP, or the Traveler Redress Inquiry Program, which is housed under the Department of Homeland Security, only 31% of roads are deemed to be in good condition here in the U.S.
Kind of notwithstanding the potholes that we have here in Pittsburgh, you hit a good-sized pothole, it bends the rim. A lot of these rims the same way. They used to make rims real solid. Now they make them out of real thin metal. So as soon as they hit that big pothole, not only does it bend the lip of the rim, but it bends the whole rim. Yes, and people don't realize that.
According to the National Surface Transportation Policy and Revenue Study Commission of the United States Congress, the nation annually invests about $68 billion into its roadways.
Actually, right now we have first, second, third, fifth, and sixth. We have 5 of 6 divisions. We had to merge one of our divisions into 2 others. But those 5 divisions worked on what was about 1,300 311s and addressed 1,000 of them, a little over 1,000, and about 280 of them right now are either in progress or open. And that was data as of a day or so ago, so that number could actually even be better.
Now, according to the Summit County Engineer's Office, potholes are most commonly formed between the transition from winter to spring. Now, because of that, Pittsburgh has a very unique weather transition because the freezing point is constantly changing. So with that being said, there are over 300 potholes that are going to be corrected by the Department of Public Works.
I'll go out on a limb and say that we'll see another one, simply because we just believe the pothole numbers will tend to increase a little bit. We try to keep them under control, but February is another month where we can have those deep cycles of deep freezes and thaws, and then it's going to do its damage to the road. So we'll think that there will be one, but if the weather cooperates, we may not need any.
While potholes can cause hundreds and even thousands of dollars in damage to vehicles, about 63% of Americans do not have the cash on hand to pay for these repairs.
Really, if you hit it, and the things to watch out for is if your wheel starts to shake, or if your wheel's off, like if it was straight before and now all of a sudden your wheel's off. then you know you bent something. So whether it's be just the rim is bent, whether you broke a belt in a tire, a lot of the tires now are, they're made with a softer sidewall to give you a better ride, but it doesn't really handle the pothole as well. It doesn't handle the road as well. So when you hit that, then you've got a soft sidewall, it's going to blow the sidewall out.
Now, according to AAA's website, there is a statistic that says 4 million phone calls are made annually about flat tire assistance. Now, a big correlation with these flat tire phone calls is indeed potholes. Now, with all of this being said, there are 6 divisions in Pittsburgh that are being treated for over 300 potholes. Reporting live in Pittsburgh, this is Jess Paterchak for Point News.
Now, speaking of winter weather,
Let's check up with Julie Gernick to check out today's forecast.
All right, guys. Well, as you guys probably all noticed, it's still pretty cold outside. It's so cold that when I came in today, well, there's people selling hats and gloves on the side of the road. As far as the weather today, the high is only going to be 26 and the low is 17 with a 10% chance of precipitation. So that means you don't put that snow stuff away yet. And if you have pets, make sure you bring them inside because they can't handle this weather either. They don't like it as much as we don't like it. But as for your, but that's it for this. Keep going. You have the 3. Now for the 3-day forecast, Saturday or Friday looks pretty good. As for 42 is the high and 37 is the low, and there's only a 25% chance precipitation. Saturday, well, it's going to get pretty warmer with 46 is the high and 37 is the low, and then there's a 77% chance of precipitation, but that's more than likely going to be rain. So don't break out your rain gear, but don't put your snow stuff away too far yet. And for Sunday, the high is going to be 44 and the low is going to be 30, and then 56% chance precipitation. But that's it for your 3-day forecast. Let's head back to the desk.
In local news, iHeart Point Park will start on February 11th and run through the 24th. Students can donate contributions of a minimum of $5 during the challenge. An additional $20,000 will be donated to the annual fund to increase student experiences if 100 alumni and friends donate. A schedule of the donation centers are available on the university's website. Next, find out more about the American Heart Association and how to protect yourself from the sickness going around.
I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be.
Spending just 7 minutes climbing stairs each day cuts your risk of a heart attack in half over 10 years. Sure, elevators are convenient, but you burn twice the number of calories just going upstairs than you do while jogging. Think about how long you spend waiting for elevators. The average person spends the equivalent of 2 years waiting for elevators over the course of their lifetime. Don't let that be you. Save time and increase energy. Next time, take the stairs.
Let's go. Ow.
Five, four,
3.
sideline!
Welcome back. Point News reporter Katie Kelly has the story on the American Heart Association of Pittsburgh.
With Valentine's Day coming up, everyone's thinking about heart-shaped balloons and heart-shaped valentines, but it's also a good time to think about the heart that's inside your chest. February 2nd is National Wear Red Day. The American Heart Association hosts its annual Go Red for Women Day to raise awareness against cardiovascular disease. But why should you go red?
We go red for the women in our lives, our mothers, our wives, our daughters, our grandparents. We want them to be around as long as possible. We want them to be able to be a part of our family and make lasting memories. And when we go red, we really help them understand what they can do to make that a possibility.
According to the American Heart Association, cardiovascular diseases are the #1 killer in women, claiming the lives of one woman every 80 seconds. Most women don't even know the signs of a heart attack, as the signs in women are almost entirely different than the signs in men. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, some women may have no symptoms at all, while others may experience some minor discomfort like sharp pains in their chest, neck, jaw, throat, abdomen, or back, or even a burning sensation in those places.
Women are more likely to have atypical symptoms, which means they're more likely to have shortness of breath, jaw pain or neck pain that's not associated with chest pain. They'll have some arm pain. They might have severe fatigue or nausea. Sometimes they'll even describe it as, oh, I had indigestion when I was walking up the hill.
But 80% of these cases are preventable with the right education and action.
First and foremost, stop smoking. So if you smoke, stop smoking. A third of heart disease could be prevented if everybody stopped smoking. So that's #1. Next would be diet and exercise. Know what your blood pressure is, so that's why we're measuring blood pressure today.
Asking a few simple questions, you're educating yourself and taking critical steps and preventing heart disease in your life. From downtown Pittsburgh, I'm Katie Kelly reporting for Point News.
According to the Allegheny County Health Department, 2 flu deaths have been confirmed in Allegheny County, bringing the total to 11 people. There has been a total of 6,102 cases for the 2017-2018 flu season so far. During the last year's flu season, as of week 5, the total number of cumulative deaths was 6. You can visit the Allegheny County Health website for more tips on how to protect yourself from the flu and what to do if you get sick.
Now, we know the Eagles don't have a case of the bird flu after winning the Super Bowl. A Super Bowl win for the Philadelphia Eagles, a lot of people thought that would never happen. But quarterback Nick Foles went from backup to superhero, dethroning Tom Brady. It was all Eagles in the first half. The Patriots rallied back in the second half, but the Eagles weren't finished yet. They outscored the Patriots 41-33. Foles hit tight end Zach Ertz for an 11-yard go-ahead touchdown late in the fourth. Eagles defensive end Brandon Graham did the unthinkable and sacked Brady, forcing him to fumble. Then Eagles rookie Derek Barnett picked up the fumble, sealing the deal for the Eagles, bringing home their first Lombardi trophy in franchise history. Nick Foles was named Super Bowl MVP. Chris Long and LeGarrette Blount have won back-to-back Super Bowls. Only last year they were part of the Patriots winning team. And next, how Point Park students are in an uproar over the new journalism major restructuring. And what new ride at Kennywood will have the little kiddies lining up. Point News will be right back.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever do.
What's one word to describe CAB?
Welcoming. Community. Creative.
Experiences.
Family.
Openness.
Pineapple.
The Campus Activities Board is a student-run organization that consists of 7 different committees. Each focuses on event planning, marketing, and administrative activities. Join us in organizing the juiciest events on campus, from late-night bingo to festive dances to our team bonding meetings. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Point Park Cap, or like us on Facebook at Campus Activities Board at Point Park University.
Good evening and welcome to Newsnight. I'm Josh Troop alongside Jess Paterchak.
Defending his decision to kick out 15 Cuban diplomats from the United States.
Thanks, Allison. Fitness on Demand has returned to Point Park.
Residents fear that Mount Agung will have a repeat of 1963's eruption.
Two-star NFL quarterbacks made the headlines this week after wrapping up.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. That's your news tonight. For Nick Tomarello, I'm Alex Grubbs. Have a great night.
Welcome back. In a decision passed by Point Park Communications faculty this past Monday, numerous majors will be phased out with graduating classes and restructured for incoming students. The majors affected include broadcast reporting, environmental journalism, mass communications, and photojournalism. The new program will be a Bachelor of Arts in Journalism that requires 125 credits of elements from each of those previous categories. The Communications Department justifies the changes by citing the current realities and challenges in the journalism world. The changes will not impact any currently enrolled students, but will be in effect as of fall 2019.
The next time you visit Kennywood, you can take a trip to the island of Sodor. The park announced this week that they're getting a new attraction, Thomastown, featuring Thomas the Tank Engine and friends. The attraction will be placed around the footprint of Kennywood's existing train ride, which has been at Kennywood since 1945. No word yet on what will happen to Laughing Sal. We'll be right back after this short break.
You, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
Spending just 7 minutes climbing stairs each day cuts your risk of a heart attack in half over 10 years. Sure, elevators are convenient, but you burn twice the number of calories just going upstairs than you do while jogging. Think about how long you spend waiting for elevators. The average person spends the equivalent of 2 years waiting for elevators over the course of their lifetime. Don't let that be you. Save time and increase energy. Next time, take the stairs.
Let's go. Ow.
Welcome back to Point News. This weekend, Point Park's competitive dance team will be heading to Illinois, and our very own Kimberly Kagi will be joining them. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, we're in our competition season here at Point Park, and we'll be traveling to Illinois for a regional competition for our preseason.
That's super exciting. So does Point Park stand a good chance?
Well, the dance team is ranked 4-1 right now. We were just undefeated until last weekend, actually.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, good luck to the girls, good luck to the whole team, and that does it for this week's Point News. Be sure to join us next Thursday live at 2 p.m.
Have a great week, everybody.